What's going on, guys? You can see I got a little mess in the garage, been tinkering. Truck's up there. Got a competition tomorrow for the small tire truck. Hopefully I can make it down there. I think I'm gonna head to down to my RC shop. I'm either gonna pick up another Holmes hobby motor. I want to get a 20 turn in that truck, but I'm thinking about just seeing if they got a hobby wing 1080 today instead of the motor, so I can swap the ESC instead. And I'm thinking about keeping the stock ESC because I've seen people using them to work their winches as a winch controller. So I'm gonna look into that. But anyway, the reason I bring that up is my buddy at KMS Winches, Robert, he's building me a winch right now, actually. And I'm going to send him this Gladiator custom body. He was interested in this. This was one of my pride and joys, actually. I mean, I did a lot of work to make this what it is to fit a TF2, and it fits a TF2. So, not too many people have a Gladiator body that will fit a TF2. As you can see, it's got some cheap rock lights. Just something I put in there. They run off AA batteries here in the back. They also run the tail lights. And there's somewhat of a headlight. They're not bright enough to call a headlight, but they're there. So a couple of the lights are even in the interior. My floorboards are just Gorilla Tape. I had it to where you could just reach in and hit the switch on my ESC because the body does not just come off easy, just like a TF2. So you can cut the floorboards out, cut the Gorilla Tape out to whatever your setup is, no problem. You can cut it out to where it looks like there's still interior, sort of, but there won't be. Nothing underneath. Floorboards are completely Gorilla Tape and just an old axial interior cut up. It's not fancy, but it does the job, and I like it. I think it looks cool. This sticker came off some video game that my brother-in-law gave me. So, nothing fancy again, like I say, but yeah, for what you're doing for me, I have no problem sending you this. I'd be happy to, matter of fact. So anyway, like I say, right here in the back, it's just a cheap set of AA, a little light setup, takes two AA's. This little piece of Velcro, what was that on? This was just a little shim that kept the back up in the air where I needed it. Otherwise, it was gonna be a lot of weight dangling back there when I had this screwed in. So you just keep that there and it sits right on the frame. Keeps it all level. So anyway, I'm gonna head to the hobby shop, pick up something, and we'll continue the video when I get back and see what it is. And I will show you what my trailer looks like now. Alright, just a quick rundown. Like I say, I lost all my brake fluid pretty much and rolled through a stop sign. Couldn't stop in time. Car was coming straight at me, going to hit me in the door. So all I could do was punch it because he wasn't swerving or stopping. So he got the trailer instead. This was all pushed into the tire. You can see the tire shifted back. So I do got to loosen my bolts and get the tire squared back up. And of course that wasn't the tire that was on it at the time. This is the tire that was on it. Luckily I had a nice brand new spare. It wasn't with me. My wife had to bring it to me. But I was on my way to the landfill to get this carpet out of here. My buddy works at the little local dump where I just took all the trash bags we had on here. But anyway, nobody was hurt. The guy didn't want to call the police or nothing. He was definitely speeding, and he might have had alcohol in his breath. I'm not going to, I don't know. But I didn't care. It's not worth it to me. All this can be fixed. Nobody was hurt, so anyway, I'm going to head to the hobby shop so we can get something for one of the cars. Alright guys, I'm back from the hobby shop. I ended up picking up the 21 turn Trailmaster. I got the 550 can this time. Get a little more drag brake, I guess. I just wanted to go ahead and put it in the Bronco to get it back up to, I guess it came with a 21 turn anyway, so I figure at least I'll get my second gear wheel speed up and I'll still have good low torque because these motors are freaking awesome. I was going to get a hobby wing 1080 while I was there, but they were sold out. They have the 1060s for $29, but I'm not going to waste my money on a 1060. I will wait and get another 1080. So now I'm having a hard time of deciding, do I want to take my 1080 out, put it in the Bronco because I want to try it, or not. It's not like it's hard to do. For now, we're going to start by putting this motor in. Okay, I thought that was going to be simple because Traxxas does make one of the easiest motor swaps ever. But the 3 screws that go in there, one of them, obviously, like always, stripped on me. So I had to take my drill it out, and luckily I was able to get it out. So, anyway, here's what I had, the 27 in there. I'm going to the 21, but also, anyone that's been wondering, kind of like me, the difference between a 550 and a 540 can. Let's see if I can set these up real quick, sorry. Basically, they're, I'd say, close to a 1/4 inch difference between the two. There's a good bit of difference, and I've had a few people tell me to switch to the 550 can, even on the 27 turn, and I love my motor that I got right here. So if it's better than this, I mean, that's a bonus right there, because I have had no issue with the 35 or the 27. You know, other than that it is a little slow, but it's not a big deal. Now, when I put the 3S battery in that truck and the 17 tooth pinion, it gets it. It just about keeps up with the 2-speed a little bit until now. It always sucks though, they don't never give you leads with these. I guess, I mean, you're getting a top of the line product for a cheap price, you can't complain. But what I do when I put mine on, I hot glue around them to where they never can short out, but also they don't never come loose. So you can solder it and then glue over top of the solder. It just gives it a rubber waterproof connect, keeps it from grounding anything or shorting anything. So now I'm pretty sure Traxxas had a 550 can in here, the big stock motor, so it should go in no problem. Let's find out. Well, alright, I got the small tires back on the Gravedigger, and we got the 21 turn in the Bronco. I'm going to have to take it out and see how she does. Now, like I said earlier, I had a dang screw strip out on the mount, so that was a little process, but we got her done. So now, I guess I'll figure out which motor, or which vehicle I'm going to put the 27, if I just want to put it back in the Gen 8, or if I want to pick the speed up on this a little bit. Take out the 35 and put in the 27. So anyway, let's just get outside and test out this 21 while we're at it. Well, alright guys, now I've been doing it for almost 5 minutes or so, and anyone that don't know what I'm talking about with breaking in the motor, with Holmes Hobbies, they actually recommend you leave your pinion gear off, you put the motor in, you turn up your trim on your controller to about 1/3 speed, you know, not very high, and you just let it run for about 5 minutes. I guess that maybe hardens the magnets and it does what it needs to do so they don't crack. I don't know. But if you forget to do all that and you do want to go ahead and break it in, which I have not broken in any of the other ones, I just figured I'd give it a try. Why not? They say do it, so why not do it? So basically all I did was put my truck up, and even though I got my pinion in there now and everything, I just went ahead and put it in low gear, and I ran it about like that for the 5 minutes. Nothing got warm. She ran perfect the entire time. I have no issues with it. So, yeah, it don't hurt to do what they recommend, so why not, right? I feel a little bit better about running it wide open, you know, stuff like that. They just say it's best to do it, so why not do it? That helps you get your warranty on your product there, so. She's definitely gained a couple mile an hour, I'm gonna say. Okay, now we knew that we were gonna gain speed with the 21 turn. That was the whole point of that. Second gear, top speed, give me something there. So now, let's go test the crawlability in first gear. Well, before I do that, Yeah, a little test over here I gotta check. We're gonna run it pretty good there for a minute. I wanna make sure she don't get warm. I mean, anytime you got a, let me get my steering lined out here. Anytime you got something that looks like a ramp, you gotta try to jump it, right? Now I'm gonna tell you one thing I have noticed about this truck. Even in high gear with this new motor, it will crawl in high gear. Like, I mean, way better than it did when I had the axial motor in here. I mean, I can creep. That's high gear. Yeah, it bogs a little bit, but it goes. Obviously a little bit too much. But low gear, let's see what we got in low gear. Can we creep it? That ain't bad, 21 turn. She's just a little bit faster, but I can live with that. Yeah, not a problem. Leave it to me. I'm going to be mounting my KMS winch in this one too, I believe. Okay. Okie dokie. So we ain't done that in none of them. Well, yeah, I have. I've done that once or twice. Let's get down to the crawling. I already know I need to lock my diffs in right here just because it's hard to get up on that. I actually think I already had the fronts locked. I can definitely hear it whine a little bit more. Now, I haven't been able to do that too often. Oh, and then I do that right after I say it. Let's see what I can do here. This is a lot harder than it looks. For me. For me. This is, uh-oh, this is not going well because them boards have fell. All right, I knew it. Can we save it right here? Hell no, no way. Not without using our hands, obviously. I need to do something to mount that a little better. I do like the 27 turn better on the low end. There's not a lot of difference, but I can tell. I can definitely feel it a little bit. These flat irons do pretty good. Oh no. Save it, save it. Okay. We got the ball hitch in the back of the stuff too, so that's going to help us. It's going to really hurt us. Oops. That's just bad driving right here. Nothing more than that. I need to reshuffle these around different too. I don't like my arrangement here. I do like this obstacle though. It's not bad. I don't have my diffs locked. I still think I need to put the Hobby Wing 1080 in here. I do not care for this ESC's off. See, look at that. And again, I do have this set up on crawl mode for the ESC. Getting dark already. Got into a little accident today too. I couldn't quite stop at a stop sign. My brakes went out on my truck. Had a car coming straight at me, so I went ahead and just floored it. But I had my trailer behind me, and the car hit my trailer instead of me, at least. Wasn't no damage to the other car, hardly. Scratched a little paint in his bumper. My trailer took a pretty good lick, tore my tire up and everything, but at least it didn't hit the side of my truck. It was heading for my driver's door. So, could have been way worse. Can't do this without my diffs locked, I'm sure. See, these up here, I need to be spreading them out further, but kind of fun to drive across though. Yeah, I better lock them up before we go down. Lock them in. The high racks do perform a little better on my course. This motor's not bad though, I'm happy with it. Try this without the diffs locked. Ooh, bad aim. Bad aim again. You have to lock them up just to get out of this pickle. It's hard to see that one coming from over there. Ooh, almost went down again. I think these are spread apart some over here. Ooh, better lock them up again. There with the sign. Probably won't get up this because my bunk bed got moved over some. Look, Let's see. Oh boy. It's right on the edge. Ooh. I hate this ESC actually. I'll show you how I can fix this. Watch this. Put my foot on this. Give her a little stretch. And we're over. She got all the torque it needs, I'll tell you that. This is without flipping. What drag brake. God. We're about ready to put the 1080 in this thing. Alright, it's getting a little dark. Let me run the other truck just a minute before it does.